Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today we've got this forest planting, group planting, whatever you want to call it. It's just three small Portulacaria afra lilliput variety. Um, and I mentioned the lilliputs before, and if you don't know what they are, they're just a variety of Portulacaria afra that has a lot smaller leaves than the regular variety. So I put these cuttings in earlier this year, back in the summer, and just kind of letting them grow. Originally had these rocks in there to help support them. I almost kind of like the way it makes it look like a more of a landscape. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them in there or not. And it looks like I've got a couple of them that are leaning. Leaning's not always a bad thing. It maybe adds some interest, but I think my original intent was to have them a little straighter. So we may have to reposition some rocks just to straighten them up a little bit because I don't want to take them out and repot it. Um, haven't really looked at this one yet this year since I potted them. Top kind of grown and got thick as a ficus leaf. So thought I'd just bring you along today, take a look at it, trim it up a little bit, see what I want to do with it. I thought I might split these up and put them in grow separate trees, but I think I'll leave it as this group planting for today, and just kind of trim it up and see what we're left with once I straighten them up. And all right, so to start with, let's go ahead and remove the rocks and see if they're supporting themselves. Yep, they feel pretty good. Definitely top heavy. I can tell when I move them, there's a lot of weight with all these leaves on top. Just get rid of some of these dead leaves. And some people find that this is kind of boring or whatever, but to me it's kind of relaxing and therapeutic. I like just the maintenance of keeping trees, keeping them nice. And that's kind of what bonsai is. It's not a fast, attack it, do one thing to it, and it's done. It's never done, really. You just keep working on them daily, weekly, monthly, year after year, and then continually refining them and getting them into what you want. All right, so I think I would like to have this one a little bit straighter. So I think I'm going to put a rock back in there just to see if I can get it to stand up a little straighter. Just going to push it down into the soil to get it to anchor. Yeah, and this one leaning, it's not horrible. We'll see if we can reposition it. Sometimes you can reposition these by just kind of picking up on the roots a little bit and resetting some soil down into where you're lifting it up. And sometimes that helps reposition it. Yeah, so that straightened it up a little bit. And this one is leaning towards the back some. I want that to be straight or leaning slightly forward, so we'll reposition that and reset the rock. I don't do a lot of forest plantings, or I haven't, but my goal is to get some more larger pots, the flat tray type pots, and create more. I've definitely got enough cuttings to look at some forest or more group plantings, more pinging type landscapes. So that's my goal in the future. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you can be up to date when I release those videos. I do have a couple pots, so they're kind of on the horizon, but nothing definite planned yet. But I'm always releasing videos, so just make sure you're subscribed and you won't miss one. I think to start with, we'll just take some of these tops down. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but this one is another one that was nice enough to have the aphids visit, and I've treated it. It didn't really lose a lot of leaves, but there's a lot of dead aphids stuck to the leaves still from, I treated them with cold pressed neem oil, some soap and water, and then the systemic granules I put on there too. But so you can maybe see some of those, but it's just something you deal with when you've got the trees. But this is the first year that I've really had a lot of aphid problems. Usually when I bring them in, I get a few spider mites, but this year it's been really awful with aphids. So I think I want to start bringing these up a little bit. So I'm going to cut off some of these lower branches, just to give it the illusion of it being a taller tree. We'll see what that looks like. We'll go up a little bit more. Let's see. I think that's probably tall enough. Remove some of these downward facing leaves. Not going to be a whole lot done to these today. It's just an initial prune. Kind of see what we've got here. I would like this center one to be the tallest, but so I may have to bring some of these end ones down a little bit. It's probably going to look a little bare when I get done today, but that's just what happens sometimes when you're working on these initial ones, just to get them going. Some of these branches in the back here that are coming out a little bit too far. I kind of like how that one's leaning forward a little bit. It's not too bad. Need to thin some of this out so we can see some branches, but kind of hard to see what's going on in there. I think these ones that are coming towards the front, we'll get rid of those. We'll bring this one over here down. Bring the height down. It's still pretty congested in there, but I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to clean out today. It'll probably be the next pruning, just to let those branches get thicker. Just kind of wanted to see what I've got going on, since like I said, I hadn't looked at these for about 4 or 5 months, so I just wanted to see what was going on. And on the bottom shelf of my plant shelves, it's not real easy to see them. Just kind of in the back, because I knew I was just going to let them grow for a while, so I didn't position them where I could have easy access, and that could be another reason why they're filled up with aphids, because I didn't notice it and didn't start treating it soon enough. But hopefully the damage isn't too bad and they'll recover. Yeah, ideally we'd want to clean these branches out a little bit so we can start seeing some more branch structure, but I'm not really sure which ones I want to thin out at this stage. So I might, and I would like these definitely to get thicker, taller, whatever, but still want this guy to lean forward a little bit more. Let's kind of lean forward and see if we can kind of reposition it down in here. Can definitely feel a lot of roots, so that's a good sign that the roots are filling up in the pot. We'll set that back here to where it leans it forward and keeps it straight. Yeah. I don't know, that trunk just kind of nestles in there. Just straightening that up a little bit. Let it lean forward. Yeah, not a lot changed on this one. Just kind of thinned it out a little bit, just to let more light get to them. Like I said, I want to keep this one a little bit taller than the other two. I'll probably get rid of this low branch back here. Trim some of these back where they're growing into each other, but once they get taller and bigger, I don't mind the tops kind of touching and being close, but at this stage we'll keep them apart a little bit and kind of see where it goes. We're going to keep this congestion in here just to let them continue to grow. Like I said, I just wanted to take a look at it today since I hadn't looked at it for a while. Bring you guys along just so you can kind of see the different stages. But I think that'll do it for today, and we'll give you a quick spin around. There's the front, there's the left side, back, right side, and back to the front. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.